Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Don Johnson.
And I'm Terry Briggs. Here's what's happening in your city.
Reading to your children, having them read books and putting their phone down is relevant and necessary.
Mayor Ron Jensen served as the master of ceremonies for an event that ushered in a new era at Grand Prairie's Betty Warmack Library.
3, 2, 1, go! Whoa!
A ribbon cutting.
It's all good. It's all right.
Followed by a concert courtesy of the Florence Hill Elementary School Choir, helped the city celebrate the reopening of its very popular branch library location. Shut down for several months for remodeling and modernization, the new Warmack is bigger and brighter than ever, with the kind of features that library officials say will allow it to keep up with the increasing demand for services in a city that continues to grow.
We added about 6,500 square feet from the 10,000 that we had. Pushed out adult, pushed out children's, added a new adult program room that can accommodate 100, a children's program room for 100. We added study rooms, which have been very popular, and took what was the program room and made it into the teen library. But we've got more room to bring people in for learning opportunities and educate. That's our goal.
To come here today and see this beautiful, beautiful area, and the people who come here, who have come here today, and they bring their children up to me and introduce them and say they just love the library. And that's what we want. We want children to read. It just does me really, really, really good.
The new Betty Warmack Library is now open every day and has resumed regular operating hours. For more information, visit gptx.org/library.
It's Vietnam Veterans Day, a time for America to honor those who served during that conflict. More than 58,000 servicemen and women died in the unpopular war. The final U.S. troops left Vietnam on March 29, 1973. And when they came home, they never got the show of support and appreciation given to other veterans.
How far is it from the coast? Too far. So we either got it flown in large airplanes, the fuel, or if they could come to us by road, obviously, they did that.
Today in Grand Prairie, local Vietnam veterans shared their wartime memories during a program at the main library.
Any-type aircraft, helicopters, and B-52s, F-104s, all the things in the inventory to check in with us, and we would take and kind of drive them around, follow them around on the radar scope.
I feel fortunate I was not in any kind of combat, and I'm thankful every day for that. And every time I see a veteran, especially one with the Purple Heart, I shake their hand and thank them for their service.
Others say they are still fighting a misconception about Vietnam veterans.
A lot of Vietnam veterans came back and assimilated right into society and did some very productive things between now and then. Most of us are retired at this point. It's a matter of trying to improve our perception, the public perception of a Vietnam veteran. We're not necessarily the homeless guy with the fatigue clothes out on the curb asking for handouts. We are productive in society, and we're contributors.
You can see a display of clothing, photos, and other Vietnam War items at the library through next week. And you can learn more about the Grand Prairie Vietnam Veterans Chapter by visiting VietnamVetsofGrandPrairie.com. Grand Prairie voters go to the polls May 4th to decide 3 city council seats and 1 proposition. In the race for mayor, incumbent Ron Jensen is seeking another 3-year term against Angela Luckey. In District 2, incumbent Jim Swafford is running for another 3-year term against Donnie DeGrape and Mary Dominguez Santini. And in District 4, incumbent Richard Frigo is being challenged for another 3-year term by John Lopez and Joe H. Tarrant, Jr. Voters will also decide for or against a proposition for the legal sale of all alcoholic beverages, including mixed beverages. Early voting is available from April 22nd through April 30th. On Election Day, the polls are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. For more information, please contact the City Secretary's office. That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you'll join us again next time.